Well, just when you think you've seen it all, something even more amazing happens. That's right, the Alex Jones channel with over 200 million views and my other channels combined over 400 million views are all on notice from YouTube that they're in bad standing and may be shut down. And our director status has been taken on all the channels. We can only load 15-minute videos again. And guess why it happened? A group called Bent Pixel has claimed that they own my radio show. And they claim that anytime I interview Joe Rogan or anybody else that signed up with them, they own their voice and their free speech. Now, Joe, who's been my friend since 1999, great guy. I talked to him. He says, no, I'll get to the bottom of this. This is not what I meant. And you go to the site, Bent Pixels is for comedians and others, so that when they get up and do stand-up and people shoot it with videos and then ruin it for others down the road because the new stuff's released on the web, Joe and others can monetize it and ads go on it. My issue is that this shows you how this automation gets out of control and how there's no due process. Because now Joe comes on my show, and we're talking about stuff going back 4 or 5 years that they went and placed over 20 violations on, claiming they owned it. Now, months ago, I saw this Bent Pixel thing, went and looked it up, found out that Joe had signed up, knew it was a mistake, didn't even bug him about it. I said, so what if they got some ads on there? I don't put ads on my YouTube videos because then people can complain about the different sponsors. I can't control it, so I just don't have ads. Well, by claiming that they own my video, Bent Pixel gets to put their ads on. Well, now YouTube has said, oh, well, you're not in good standing since you're violating copyright. Well, I've not violated Joe's copyright by him coming on my radio show and talking about politics and the world and 9/11 and UFOs and whatever the case is. I mean, this is incredible. And this is what CISPA and SOPA do, is that it just allows automated systems where if a company claims this, you don't just get your channel shut down, you get your internet ID shut off and you can't go on the web after 3 strikes. And that's just to begin with. Taxes, shutting people down, shutting down ISPs, seizing websites, seizing domains, seizing all these things. This is the tyranny of the automated system. And the Bent Pixel people, why I'm very, very mad, is I noticed these very interviews I've done with Joe or on other channels with hundreds of thousands of views apiece. A lot of cases, more viewers than my original show had on YouTube. And it's not had them put the claim on it. It's me. It's me. And to show you how far this goes, the voice of Optimus Prime, I was trying to show my kids the voice of Optimus Prime, the great voice actor. And videos I had seen where kids were at book signings and stuff wanting to talk to him, where he's like, Autobots, roll out. That's now no audio, and the big movie company claims they own that. So this is really giving you an idea of how they could just claim my voice as copyright someday, after they've killed me or whatever, and just ban it off the internet with an automated system. This is what's so dangerous about purely digital books or purely digital information. Dr. Stallman talks about that. Is it allows a level of draconian tyranny we haven't seen. Now, if this is a mistake by Bent Pixels, Joe certainly says this wasn't his intent, then I would like you to get my channel back the way it was. We're going to have an article about it in the morning showing the notices we've gotten saying we're in bad standing. Oh, and by the way, the few times they've shut my channels down before and I've fought them and gotten them back, for a couple days they freeze the view count. Other channels aren't frozen right now. All our view counts are frozen for 2 days. So I was telling the crew, I think something's about to happen. And sure enough, it did. So it explained. Bent Pixels just wants to monetize Joe's videos. Okay, but they have to claim they own it to do that. That's where it's wrong. But I'm like, whatever. I should have bucked it months ago, because now all those videos, YouTube says, you know what, we're just taking them down. You know what, they're just gone and you're in bad standing, Mr. Jones. Well, no, I'm not. It's my radio show, and YouTube doesn't own it, and Bent Pixels doesn't. And YouTube is YouTube. People say, well, it's just a private service. You should do whatever they want. They advertise it that it's an open commons if you follow the rules. Well, I have followed the rules, and it's false advertising. It'd be like if you went to a store and ordered a hamburger and you got a rat in between the buns. It's fraud, and that's what's happening here. So you better appreciate Infowars.com. Sure, we're on XM 166, over 100 AM and FMs. Sure, we're reaching out to people and having a big effect. But at the same time, they could shut this down in the future. They're moving to do it. So please get the word out while We still have the sites, and fight for free speech across the board. And I appreciate Joe getting back with me so quick. I know he's a busy guy and saying he's going to reach out to them and try to fix this. But what about for other people that don't know Joe Rogan and are getting their things shut down where they interview him or talk to him on other shows and they can't get a hold of him again, when he's on some speaking tour or something? This is serious. But it's mainly my channel. I've seen some others that are doing it too, and that's not what Joe meant. So Bent Pixels needs to stop claiming they own everything that they don't own. That is a serious issue. I'm Alex Jones signing off for Infowars.com. Still on YouTube for now.